Hello everyone, welcome to Tony Talks. Thank you from Tony Talks.
Ṣé bí wèrè meet. Kí ni mo cover screen wo ló ní mo cover? Irú fóònù wo lélẹ̀? How are you everybody? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching us from. Yes, you're welcome to Prevailing News with Ajoke. Your host is still Ajoke. Please help us to share the program. Like you know, this page is not very, very visible these days. So I will really appreciate if you guys can help me to share it, please. I'll share it too. Yepa. Yepa. This is serious, so ain't me. Okay. There's some cutting material. Ẹ káàbọ̀ jàre, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ sí orí program, yes. Mi ò rí share gan, mi mo bí ṣe máa share because mi ò rí phone you but you load the other one. Oh yeah, Baba, share. Please help me to share the program. Just a quick one, please. Where me go along? Baba, share now. Help me to share now. What song we are? Share now, please now. Help my condition now. Share to group. Oluwa Damilola Bidemi, you're welcome, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Share. Yes, a lot is going on in Nigeria. We cannot close our eyes to it. It's sad. It's really, really sad that we continue to enlighten our people, to give them awareness, especially on ritualism. But won't stop. They cannot stop. Why? Because of Mufedogun in Nigeria. Young people, you can see them, they're out there, especially during this period. We had Christmas. Yeah, you're all welcome. How has your day been? Báwo ni day yín? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti jáde, tẹ́ ti lọ bí iṣẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe fẹ́ lọ bí iṣẹ́, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ṣe ń wọlé gbogbo ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ti wá báyìí. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. I saw a video on Instagram, on Instablog this afternoon, where they had a burial in the morning. A burial in the morning. You know, a lot of things has been going on in Nigeria that I don't really like talking about it much because especially some of us that our children really want to go to Nigeria. You don't want to start giving them that idea of Nigeria is dangerous, so it's very dangerous, so and all that. So we tend to keep some things away from social media. I know even if we don't tell them, they hear, they see on TV and all that, especially international TVs. They project Nigeria as being bad. There's no two ways about it. But, when I saw this video, it really baffled me to see young men that are supposed to go and look for something to do. I know Nigeria is tough. I know there is no job. I know a lot of people are complaining about the government that, things are terrible. You understand? A lot of people, no job, even those with jobs. We saw in Lagos State where roadside hawkers were being chased away, their goods being taken away. Do you understand? And that has to do with government policy, which there is nothing we can do about that anyway, because what is of one shop, one endanger lives more and all that. And then, so that's government's policy. But at that too, we still think about the citizens too. Where do they fall back to? So all these things are going on with the economy now. Everything is tough. Àti ra oúnjẹ, wọ́n ní pure water ẹyọkan in Nigeria. Pure water ẹyọkan is 25 naira. Pure water. Before I left Nigeria, it was 5 naira, 250 naira. Now it's 25 naira per one. 2 is 50 I think, or 30 naira per one, and 2 is 50 naira. So it is as bad as that, not to talk of bottled water. So a lot of things are going on. And that is why I always see most of these people on TikTok that you see, it's unemployment that has taken them to TikTok. Because TikTok monetizes Nigeria people. So they are able to monetize. Omotawa, Good evening, ma. You're welcome, ma. Anybody that's on my page, please just say hello to me. Let me know you're watching. Interact with me. Don't just sit down and be watching me and be looking at my mouth and be saying, look at her ugly face. Just say, fine girl, Ajoke. You're doing well, Ajoke. Let me know you're watching me. You understand? So a lot of people, you know, a lot of things going on in Nigeria. We understand. We appreciate the fact that a lot of them have gone into social media. Around your neck. What's that? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I came back and I forgot totally to remove my... I totally forgot to remove my ID card. Sorry. Thank you so much. Who reminded me? Let me see. Afolabi Shewadiola, thank you so much. Thank you. Mo ti gbàgbé kí n yọ ID card mi. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. You know, àwa ará àwọn ọmọ kékèké ṣé pé gbogbo wọn wá go into ritualism. Wọ́n go into serious, because when you go to TikTok now, they are there. Wọ́n ò níṣẹ́, and that is why I don't really blame them. TikTok nìkan ló monetize Nigerians. So that's the only way to feel your owó. That's why you see them, láti àárọ̀ di alẹ́, they are there on TikTok. You are all welcome. Mosmola Balogun, Afolabi Shewadiola, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. I love your Motanwa, Shegon, Lola Samson, Abiodun, Adetayo, everybody. So, Shemo, ngbati mo wá rí video yìí, I said, let me share it with us. And so that we will know mẹ́wàá ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nigeria. Like I said earlier on, mi ò kí ń like láti máa sọ more of all these things. See what happened in Plateau State. It was a massacre. It was big. It was huge. You understand? We are calling on Nigerian government to look into that, to look into unemployment seriously in Nigeria. It's really causing a lot of things. Kidnapping has started back again. So it's not something that we can lie about. And why are they doing that Plateau's one? Because of mineral resources. Mineral resources. Do you get me? Mineral resources in Nigeria. There are people, they are discovering it. Nigerian government knows about it. And them. People are now warning that food stuff will be very expensive now because all these things are being taken away from the north to the south. Now, one saw a whole community, one saw that they chased people out, they killed them, they did so many unprintable, unspeakable things to them, all because they want to get their lands from them. We saw very dark man going there to show us where the whole place is. You understand? So it's now becoming a big deal again. One has to be very careful where you go now. I saw a video today. I can't show it because it's so gruesome. It's no para one tissue, but you see they do along about 4 or 5. No, about because they have masks all over them, those guys. But you see people on the floor in the bush. Almost about 30 or 40 people in the bush. Timon kidnap. They were beating them, eating them, and you know, those ones were kidnapped. Not to talk of the Plateau one, where they killed and chased them away from their land. Now, back to our own south. Our own people have no other thing than láti lọ gé orí òkú. Ẹni tó ti kú. They went to bury this person, an old person, and these young guys, I will show you, they went back to the place and went to cut his head off. Hey, imagine. Kí ló fẹ́ forí òkú ṣe? I still wonder when they are talking about money rituals. Who are these people telling them about money rituals? Who are these people teaching them about money rituals? How many of them have succeeded in making money rituals? Because there are some people that I think they have a cult where they tell them, look, go and get ori oku. Look at them.
Stand up, stand up. Daddy,
Pinky Pius, you're welcome, man. You're welcome, man. Àwọn Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn ló ká wọn mú o. Ọmọ tá ń wá. Ẹ wò. Yínká Awóyalé. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi aláṣìírí. Ẹ wò. Òkú tó ti kú tán wá sí. Wọ́n tẹ̀lé ẹni yẹn wá. Look at. Àfà. Pops ò tún ní kú kò kú nísìnyí. Okay, let's go back to myself. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Òkú olókù. Ṣé ká má tún pé àwọn èèyàn sókú mọ́? Bàbá àgbàlagbà tó kú tí wọ́n rọra lọ sin jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́jẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tó ń wá owó òjijì because they want to live above their means. They want to live above their means. And you saw the man with him. He said he's an affair. So it's the affair that they collided together to go and gé orí òkú olókù. Òkú tó ti kú, wọ́n lọ gbé jáde, wọ́n gé. At 7 p.m. It's not even late. Because ó ti show wọn, wọ́n ti sin àwọn òkú yẹn tán. Àwọn ọmọ olókù ti lọlé, ó dé padà lọ síbẹ̀, ó lọ gé orí òkú. Àfáà tó jẹ́ èèyàn Ọlọ́run, tó jẹ́ tó máa tọ́ wa sọ́nà, àwọn náà tún tẹ̀lé, àwọn náà lọ gbé orí fún. You can imagine where we are going in Nigeria. Àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, wọ́n fẹ́ lówó, wọ́n fẹ́ lọ́lá, wọ́n ò fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́. Wọ́n ò fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́. Owó òjijì. So many of them, if you ask him now, how much are they going to give him? Bóyá máa fún ní 100,000 or 150,000. Ọláyẹmí Ọláyínká Adépìtàn, you're welcome, ma. Maybe they will just give him, they will give him 100,000. So many of them that have been caught. So many of them. And that is what I don't know, Pinky Pius. I don't know if they ever get rich with these rituals. Because one thing I don't understand is that if people are not getting money out of it, why are they still doing it? Do you get me? Why are they still doing it? Why are they still doing it? Because there must be a cult where they all belong, where they sell all these things to. Because surely they are selling it to some people. You know, a lot of cover-ups are all in Nigeria. Look at Temitope Joshua's case. It's a big cover-up. I'm still going to do it in series. It's just because I just came back now. Like yesterday, I did little. I thought I would be doing it bit by bit, but even Baba Muhbad's own that I want to do is because I just have to do it. Oh, girl. Do you get me? And one more KKK, instead of you to go and look for legitimate way of making money, you are out there buying and selling of body parts. It's a shame. Buki Aluko, you are welcome, ma. It's a shame to us in Nigeria that we still believe in this barbaric act. And gbogbo àwọn bàbá tó wà tó jẹ́ bàbá ìsàlẹ̀ yín Ọlọ́run bá máa mú wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. It's just a matter of time, because most of them are religious leaders that you won't even believe will be involved in all these things. Ẹni tó bá pààyàn pípa la máa pa. Ẹ rí àwọn èèyàn, ẹ kó wọn, ẹ pa wọn, ẹ gé wọn lórí, ẹ gé wọn lọ́yàn. Body parts. Ẹ ń ta ọyàn ọmọ obìnrin, ẹ ń ta gbogbo àwọn ọmọ obìnrin wa, wọn ò lè rìn kọrin kẹrù má bá wọn mọ́. Ẹ tún wá ṣe dé, ó tún wá jẹ́ òkú tó ti wà nínú ihò, ẹ tún lọ gbé. Ṣé kó má pè yín sí òkú ni? How can somebody go and bury his own father, go with his own friends, and the friends, some of them went back later in the evening to go and cut the orí bàbá oníbàbà? Ẹ fẹ́ máa lọ forí bàbá mu tabani or what? I don't even get it. So please be careful in Nigeria. Sincerely, kidnapping is back. I saw it today on that video. I don't know if I even copied it. If I copied it, I will just do it later. I don't know if I copied it. I saw it, about 20 or 30 people crying in the bush, begging for help. Begging for help. Please, leave, please, please. And they were beating them like no man's business. You remember of recent that these band boys that were kidnapped, and they left them after paying the ransom. I don't know if you saw the band guys. It was terrible. Those guys said, Ọlọ́run ọba nìkan ló yọ àwọn. They will look at them. Sometimes the leader will say, oh yeah, kill 3 of them. Just kill 3 out of them. Because they paid and God was with them, they left them. Aunty mi olórí baby, mo lè rí yín báyìí. Oh yeah, give me a kiss, auntie. So that is that. So be careful out there. I pray all our people that are in Nigeria, the Lord Almighty will be with you. His angels will surround you. Ní rí àrìn fẹsẹ̀ sí o, lórúkọ Jésù. Ní rí àrìn fẹsẹ̀ sí. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kẹ́ rí dààmú o. Please be careful where you go. Know who you mingle with, because you don't even know who to trust. You don't know who to trust, because when it comes to kidnapping, most of it have background information, in-house information. Sincerely, be careful. Now let's go to Baba Muhbad. Ẹ̀yin tèmi, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Daddy Muhbad, ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ sà, ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ sà, ẹ káàbọ̀. Mo rí pé ṣiṣẹ́ gan lénìí. Ọlọ́run bá la pín gbogbo wa lérè. Ní ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe. Baba Muhbad, for all of you that you have been following us, Baba Muhbad has come out again to do another interview, to grant another interview today. Èmi ò tiẹ̀ mọ̀. Ọkọ ṣá ń pè mí, wọn kàn ń pè mí. Ṣé fẹ́ wọlé báyìí? Àǹtí mi kan pè mí. Ló yẹ kí n tiẹ̀ pa àǹtí pé mo ti délé. Torí àwọn tiẹ̀ lọ bẹ̀ mí pé Ajoke gbọ́dọ̀ bọ́ta. Aunty, have you seen the interview? Mo ní, what interview? Baba Muhbad again interview. Mo ní, it's a lie. Muhbad cannot do interview. I trust my daddy. Daddy cannot go and do interview. Again, like Baba will not do interview. Auntie me now said, Baba did interview. I said, are you for real? Is it maybe all those old ones? People can start calculating rubbish. Akilo coffee Baba ni Baba le jare gba oni Baba tún ṣe interview. Nobody ni Baba ṣe interview pẹ̀lú TVC. Baba ṣe interview pẹ̀lú Westo. Baba ṣe interview. Wọ́n bá ka gbogbo ele mo ní bí ṣe ni mo ní is a lie. Is a lie. But okay, what did Baba say in the interview? Bóyá Baba fẹ́ parí ìjà pẹ̀lú Wunmi. Ẹ ṣá mọ̀ pé what we have been hearing, the rumor, the speculation is that, Baba is trying to settle out of court with his daughter-in-law. We talked about it when, his blogger was talking, and, she was so annoyed that she heard that Baba wants to settle out of court with his daughter-in-law, and they are all not happy about it. And, when we heard that again, and I said, okay, maybe Baba has come out to let the whole world know that, no, mi ò jà mọ́ ẹ gbà mí mo ti náwó sókè èmi àti Wunmi ò ní problem mọ́ a fẹ́ lọ yanjú wàhálà wa nínú ilé Nobody. Oh, Ajoke or the tea. Yeah, no interview. Mbani okay o. Ẹ fún mi time o. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, màá wo interview. Popsi. Lèmi náà bá gbé ra. Wọ́n ní kí n lọ síbi báyìí. Pé màá rí daddy. Daddy ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ́wọ́. Wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ torí gbà tí mo close ní kí n má parọ́. Wọ́n daddy ti rojọ́ gan o. Bẹ́ ṣe ń wọlé o. Glasses ni mò ń tà o. Ẹ pè mí for your branded glasses, unbranded glasses. Unbranded yẹn máa ń pè wọ́n ní kò lórúkọ. Ẹ pè wá at cheap, affordable rates. And then we have hair, braided hair, weave-ons. What do you call that? Peruvian, 100% Peruvian. Call me. I'll do you well, honestly. My American customers, I love you. I will post some tomorrow. I love you. Your glasses are coming. So, bí bàbá Muhbad wọ́n ní kí lọ wo Popsi pé Popsi ti dá nǹkan lẹ̀ Muhbad òkè. Ẹ̀yin tèmi, ó yá, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ wo ohun tí Popsi sọ. Ká lè analyze lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Torí kò jẹ́jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àfọ̀rọ̀ àpárá. Mo ní bàbá fẹ́ parí ìjà pẹ̀lú ìyàwó ọmọ wọn ní bàbá dáadáa, bàbá alálùbáríkà. Ẹ máa gbọ́.
Somewhere in Lagos. Now I have the opportunity of having an interview with the father, and I'm going to ask him, why is it taking so long for Muhbad to be buried?
My reason.
Shenry. Shengbosha. Is the voice audible enough?
They have to assume for some reasons. My reason is to
Voice kò loud rárá kí ló dé. Bàbá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè náà bí ń gbà tẹ́ bí pé ń la píopío lọ́wọ́. Ẹ dẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. Ẹ bá ń la píopío gan kò tó yìí. Okay. Yeah.
as we saw these days now, we are still expecting the result to come out, which is necessary before we can even make any attempt of. So we need the DNA and the autopsy. It's very, very important. So those are the things that is delaying. After those ones, can make move.
Okay, sir. I'm sure you know that the DNA won't come from police. It has to come from the family.
The DNA, yeah. But we family, we need that DNA with some reason. Because
if you can hear well, let me know. If not, I'll just
I don't know.
Because
immediately when they bought the Liam, my son called me.
you cannot hear. Olórí baby ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Oye kí lọ gbé kíní ẹ kí lọ mú kíní wá bí amúlé. Wí kíní yẹn mú dá ṣe charger. Tó lè charge
It's kind of something that be happening since. I could remember when he bought a land and that land was hanging with his mother-in-law. So the same thing happened concerning that placenta. He said that he did not need again. They have arranged for those who is going to bury that. Okay, I don't say anything since then. But I was so surprised when the wife was even mentioning it. That is why I've now recollect my sense that really, who is handle the placenta?
You're wanting placenta.
Yeah.
And Muhbad was alive when they took the placenta.
Yeah.
Why do you think, what does the tradition, which is tradition,
concerning that, we family of the man supposed to be the one to take care of that. But I was so surprised when that was taken away from me.
Kí la máa pè yàn wá bọ̀ eléyìí sìn mi mọ̀ bóyá torí mi ò charge ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀.
It was now later that I realized that it must be something behind this. So that is what the spirit in me.
It's really low,
Something behind the placenta. Because yes, I want to know the person they give the placenta to. That is why I need the DNA and the autopsy to be out before we can do the burial.
Bluetooth mode.
Yes. Understand? We get,
Okay.
result.
Good.
If we are not satisfied with the results, I'm sure the whole world they are looking at us now, they will support me and take care of the body and to find the real results. So we are going to do the private test.
Bàbá mi fẹ́ ṣe private. Bàbá mi ti gbówó síbi kan tó fẹ́ ṣe private. Ẹ wá alright mọ́ mi jáde. Ń bọ̀ ẹ má bínú jàre. Ẹ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀. Baba wants to do private autopsy. That's the man. Oh, any sùúrù. Orí ètò lẹ́wà o.
Oh, orí ètò ló wà, ó wà on ní mọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ma. I thought the interview was about ṣé mo pé gbogbo bá ṣe ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ náà ni pé kán tún inú ilé tò wípé because àwọn làgbà. So but ọ̀tọ̀ ni ntí a gbọ́ pé wọ́n ṣe lórí interview yẹn, so let's watch and see. God.
Why is it taking so long for Muhbad to be buried?
My reason is, Muhbad have already been buried by me with the arrangement. They have to exhume him for some reasons, and the reason is to know exactly what came on. And since all these days now, we are still be expecting the result to come out, which is necessary before we can even make any attempt of burying. So we need
They asked Baba, they just want to know what is happening about Muhbad's burial. What is happening. Baba said, yeah, we pay on offer mo nǹkan tó kíni gbogbo ètò tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú Muhbad pé ó kàn wà ní ibi tó wà pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ bàbá ní kẹ́ mọ̀ pé òun ti lọ bury ọmọ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ wípé nísìn àwọn dúró de government pé ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n lọ exhume wọ́n lọ wú jáde láti lè ṣe autopsy results. So for some of us, fún àwọn màmá mi tó pé máa ní pé ká sọ ní Yorùbá ni mo ṣe tú ọ̀rá ń túmọ̀ ẹ̀ fún yín wọ́n lẹ́ni tó bá sọ òyìnbó nílé àná òun náà ló máa tú èmi wá bá bàbá Muhbad tú torí èmi ni àná wọn èmi àná gidi àná alálùbáríkà so èmi mo á fi bá wọn tú yìí. So bàbá ní nǹkan tó fà á nìyẹn wípé ṣé mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti kọ́kọ́ lọ òun ti sin ọmọ òun kan tó lọ wú nísìn òun dúró de autopsy result ẹ máa gbọ́ bàbá.
And the autopsy is very, very important. So those are the things that is delaying. After those ones, you can make move.
Okay, sir. I'm sure you know that DNA won't come from police. It has to come from the family.
The DNA, yeah. But we family, we need that DNA with some reason. Because when Liam was born, I don't know the person they carried the placenta gift to. Because immediately when they born Liam, my son called me. When he called me and I respond, I even wanted to come and meet him, and he was just calling me like, Daddy, there's no need again. I was so surprised, and this kind of something had been happening since. I could remember when he bought a land, and that man was hanging with his
daddy. Popsi, ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣàlàyé fáwọn èèyàn wa. Ẹ̀yin tèmi, wọ́n bi bàbá Muhbad pé bàbá Muhbad ní àwọn dúró de autopsy results and DNA results. Adédọ́lá ọmọ bàbá dì ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àǹtí mi Àṣàbí mo ti fẹ́ pè yín tẹ́lẹ̀ wípé mo ti gbé bá dádì wá sí o. Nọ́mbà àjọ̀dá wọn yẹn ni ẹ máa pè. So mo fi nọ́mbà sí any number náà ni anyway. So ó ti yé yín wọ́n dẹ̀ bi dádì wa léèrè wípé pé autopsy results pé autopsy tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ fẹ́ ṣe àti DNA torí bàbá ní nǹkan tó ń dá àwọn dúró ní pé DNA àti autopsy ni wọ́n wá ní okay ṣé mọ̀ pé autopsy results DNA tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe it will not come from the government ṣé to understand the government, like we have always analyzed on this program, asking for DNA if the court requires it. If the court requires it, they will ask for it. And that has to do with the investigation of Wukpai Muhbad. If the court feels that Wunmi has a hand in his death, and it could be possibility of homicide, maybe they will go into all these things. But like we said, they have never ever talked about DNA. It is the public, headed by Aunty Kem, and Very Dark Man, that suggested that DNA should be carried out on Muhbad's son. Òun ni bàbá náà ṣe gbà pé okay, ọmọ àwọn o kó ṣe autopsy kí wọ́n ṣe DNA fún ọmọ àwọn. Àǹtí Àṣàbí mi máa rí nọ́mbà yín bí kẹ́. Ìṣá kí ló dé? Nọ́mbà yín ò sí bí. Mi rí nọ́mbà yín bí. Okay, ẹ jẹ́ kí n pe nọ́mbà yẹn fún wa ṣá, number to call. Mo fi kan síbẹ̀ yẹn. You can call that number. Ajoke, you're welcome ma. Mo fi kan sí orí line, the number to call. So mo sọ fún wa pé kò sí anybody tí government bá feel pé wọ́n suspect any hanky-panky lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Wunmi, wọ́n lè béèrè fún autopsy for DNA. But they have not asked for DNA. It is the people that are asking for DNA. And Baba Muhbad accepted that and said he wanted DNA, that the family is requesting for the DNA. And that was why the interviewer asked him that, do you know that you are going to be responsible for the DNA? Iyola Biodu, you're welcome, ma. Happy New Year. You are going to be responsible for the DNA. I think by DNA, let's joy. Even while they were all coming out to ask Wunmi, la ṣe DNA, ọmọ àlè tó gbé dání. Nobody ever contacted Wunmi as at that time. Until, she came out to say, pé, ohun ò tiẹ̀ gbọ́ nǹkankan, tí Ìyábọ̀ Òjó fi wá sọ fún wa pé, wọn ò tiẹ̀ pé Wunmi about the DNA. Now going forward, by the time they sent a letter to Wunmi, according to gbogbo wọn bá ṣe ń sọ àti Team Wunmi and Team Baba Muhbad, Wunmi is now asking them, okay, if you want me to go and do DNA, I want the DNA to be done in this part of the world where I'll be sure that it is going to give us the right answer. Do you understand? So, ó béèrè pé, okay, ẹ bá fẹ́ kí lọ ṣe, mi ò trust àwọn ìlú kan, màá ṣe Nigeria, màá ṣe America, màá ṣe níbi báyìí. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ní, according to them, I don't know the truth. Wọ́n ní Wunmi said pé Baba Muhbad náà kó ṣe DNA test fún wọn àti Muhbad láti confirm pé ṣóun gan ló bí Muhbad fún rẹ̀ gan. Tó dá pé òun ló bí Muhbad kò ní máa hùwà tó ń wù yìí, according to them ni. Now, going forward, Baba Muhbad ló wá ṣe interview lénìí yìí sí. The interviewer asked, because he said, when they said, why is your son's body still in the morgue? Why is it not buried? He said the government is wasting time on the DNA and autopsy results. And, the interviewer said, oh, hope you understand, the fact that you're going to be responsible for the autopsy, for the DNA. Baba, ṣé mo pé ilé máa sanwó DNA? Kẹ́ má rò pé government ni. The government has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with this DNA issue. Because àwọn ò suspect Wunmi in the first place pé òun ló pa ọkọ ẹ̀.